Howdy partners, this is Kiram with Massive Effect, massiveeffectmarketing.com. We do search engine optimization for small service-based businesses to help them dominate in the Google. So we're looking at a website today, which is a great example of why you should never fly with WIX, because WIX is, well, what could we say? Here it is, see? WIX website builder. Problem with WIX is people who are not web designers make the website and they just slap some things together and this is what you get. So we're not going to talk about design in this video. We're going to talk about search engine optimization, and this website has terrible SEO. It is not optimized at all. We press Control U on the home page and this pops open. Press Control F to search, type in title, and then this is the title for the home page. This is the most important edit you can make for your SEO right here. You should never have the word home or site or whatever or untitled. You're not trying to rank in Google for the search term home. This needs to be your best keywords. So they've got their company name, which is the right thing to do, and then they can throw in one of their keywords, and you would typically throw in your city, but they already have that. So they have a very clever business name because it has their location and some of their keywords. So, but I don't see auto repair. So a good title would be Tampa Bay's finest auto mechanics, professional auto repair. Basically, that would be the idea for the title. And then every page needs to have a title. This website only has one page, so that's a disaster. One-page websites are not going to get a lot of love from Google. The content is very thin. As you can see, there's less than 100 words on this page. It's basically an empty website in the eyes of Google. So if we did have a bunch of pages, you would want to go ahead and edit the titles for all of them. And the title should describe the contents of the page. For the home page, the formula is main keyword, company, and service area. And then for the inside pages, like about or services or our projects, you just want to describe the contents of that page in bullet points, so really brief. And you don't want to make them too long. They should be under 60 characters. So that's something that would need to be done. Additionally, we need to have 1,000 words of original quality text added to this homepage. Right now there's 100. So original meaning you wrote it, quality meaning it's actually designed to help people. 1,000 words of good text. Don't put too many keywords. Don't put too many keywords like this. All right, we've got 33 matches for landscaping. When you're adding your 1,000 words of text, don't go this crazy because that's too much SEO. So let's get those words on here. Let's get headings and subheadings on here that have keywords in them. All right, you got to have headings and subheadings. Google looks at subheadings and headings. All right. I'm just looking in the code to see how they're doing them. A little bit messy. What's about me? About me is heading 2. Good. So for sections, you have heading 2, right? That's a heading for a section. For the whole web page, you have a bigger heading called heading 1, and then for smaller headings, you have heading 3s, right? So you could call this the heading 1 for the page, the main heading. Then we can call this subheading the heading 2, and then this subheading heading 3. So when you're doing your 1,000 words, you want to break paragraphs down by putting a heading above each one. All right. Heading 2s for sections, heading 3s for subsections, heading 1 for the whole page. So let's get that on the home page and all the inside pages. They've got their security certificate, which is great. That's important. And then they need more pages, right? They need a lot more pages. They can go ahead and make, the 5-page website, which everybody does, which basically gets you from the negative into zero. You're just starting at that point. It's no longer negative. Right now the site is in the negative, so to speak. What they need to do is get the blog going. What in the world is this? Huh. I was just double clicking on blog and then that's pretty wonky. So as I was saying, you want to have lots of pages. So it's one thing to go through the site and optimize it, but then you need a continuous campaign of quality content. It needs to be coming in and week out, fresh pages, so that you're making more content than your competitors. That's the idea. You want to have more quality content than your competitors so you can show Google you're here to dominate. You're not just doing the bare minimum, that you want to be a leader in your area. And one of the ways you can do that is by creating lots of good content. There's a lot one could write about for cars. I mean, you can write about every type of repair, common repairs. That right there is an article a week for a year, 500 words. You know what I mean? So you just have to start digging into your industry and thinking about different angles on it. Frequently asked questions, you can do an article for each one. Frequent problems and repairs, that's another one. You can do ones on news items. You can do articles on news items like the new Tesla whatever. You can write about that. Either way, good quality content needs to be written and added weekly so you can stay in the game in the SEO race. Now, if you're having trouble figuring out what to write, over here at Massive Effect, we can help you with that. We can do the content writing for you so you can take it off your plate, give it to us, and then work on your business and not have to sit there for hours or actually just be in the position where you put it off and it never gets done. So it needs to get done. If you're not doing it yourself, you got to hire professionals, and over here at Massive Effect, we can help you with that. We do really good content, and we've been doing it since the early 2000s, all the way back in the old days. So send it over to us. We will make that content for you, and we can also fix all the SEO errors. Honestly, a WIX website like this should just be redesigned completely from the ground up, like a whole new website, not using WIX. WIX actually has a bunch of, how would I say, there's things about WIX that make doing SEO more difficult. For instance, you can't put Google Analytics on a WIX website. They might have changed that since I last read about that. But you don't want to fly with WIX, you want a custom website. So anyway, take what we discussed here and apply it to your website, because all these things apply to every website. And take a look and see if you have the same errors. If you want, we can take a look. Come on down, massiveeffectmarketing.com. We can take a look, see what's out, what's missing, and make some recommendations so you can get your website back in good with the Google, so you can get some love from Google. So come on down, massiveeffectmarketing.com, and tell us about your website, and we'll take a peek and see if there's anything we can do for you.